Ever pondered about the significance of the Great Barrier Reef for our planet? Dive with us into the world of the Great Barrier Reef, a natural wonder that stretches over 2,300 kilometers in the Coral Sea. This colossal coral system is not just the world's largest, but it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and for good reason. It's a vibrant underwater city, teeming with life and color, a testament to the wonders of nature. But it's more than just a tourist magnet or a natural spectacle. The Great Barrier Reef holds profound cultural significance for the Aboriginal Australian and Torres Strait Islander peoples. For them, it's not just a reef, but a living entity with a spirit and a heartbeat, a sacred part of their ancestral lands and heritage. This incredible underwater world, named by Matthew Flinders in 1802, is a testament to the power and beauty of nature. It's a product of millions of years of tectonic movements and sea level changes, a silent witness to the Earth's ever-evolving story. Rewind to millions of years ago, when tectonic movements and sea level changes crafted this natural masterpiece. The Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest coral reef system, wasn't built in a day. No, it took millions of years of seismic activity and oceanic shifts to create this intricate network of over 2,900 individual reefs and 900 islands. A vast undersea city, bustling with life, stretching over 2,300 kilometers in the Coral Sea off Queensland, Australia. Our journey through time brings us to the year 1802. Aboard his ship, the Investigator, a British navigator named Matthew Flinders was charting the east coast of Australia. It was then that he happened upon this expansive reef system and named it the Great Barrier Reef. Little did he know that his discovery would become a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. But the Great Barrier Reef is more than just a natural wonder. It's a significant cultural site for Aboriginal Australian and Torres Strait Islander peoples. For thousands of years, these communities have revered the reef, drawing upon it for their sustenance, spirituality, and identity. Their stories, passed down through generations, weave a rich tapestry of connection between the people and the reef. Fast forward to the present day, and the Great Barrier Reef has become a popular tourist destination. Each year, it generates over $3 billion Australian dollars, attracting people from all corners of the world who come to marvel at its beauty and biodiversity. Today, the reef stands as a testament to the slow grind of nature's forces over time. And yet, despite its ancient origins, it remains a vibrant, living entity, continually growing and changing. But this isn't the end of the story. This ancient marvel has stood the test of time, but what's happening to it now? Fast forward to the present day, and the Great Barrier Reef faces unprecedented challenges. As the world's largest coral reef system, it's a marvel of biodiversity, but it's also in the crosshairs of multiple environmental threats. One of the most significant threats to the reef is coral bleaching. This occurs when the reef's temperature becomes too warm, causing the coral to expel the algae living in their tissues, leading to a loss of color and life. Once vibrant, the reef is left looking ghostly and barren. Alongside global warming and the resulting increase in sea temperatures, pollution is another major concern. From agricultural runoff to plastic waste, the health and vitality of the reef are compromised by contaminants that find their way into the Coral Sea. Adding to these woes is the crown-of-thorns starfish, a native predator that feeds on coral polyps. When their populations surge, as they have in recent years, the starfish can strip the reef bare. Over the past several decades, these factors have contributed to a significant loss of coral cover. Since 1985, studies show that the reef has lost a worrying amount of its coral populations. Recently, there has been a controversy stirring on the international stage. UNESCO, the United Nations body responsible for designating World Heritage Sites, has recommended labeling the Great Barrier Reef as in danger. This move has been met with resistance from the Australian government, sparking debates about the severity of the reef's condition and the urgency of the actions needed to protect it. It's a grim picture, but what does the future hold for our beloved reef? As we gaze into the future, we see a glimmer of hope amid the gloom. Looking forward, the Great Barrier Reef faces a future that is both uncertain and challenging. climate change looms as a significant threat, with rising sea temperatures, increased storm intensity, and ocean acidification all posing potential risks to this vibrant ecosystem. Scientists warn that without urgent action, coral reefs worldwide face extinction. Yet in the face of such adversity, there is a beacon of hope, a comprehensive strategy known as the Reef 2050 Plan. This ambitious initiative, introduced by the Australian government, aims to protect and conserve the reef, ensuring its resilience against the mounting environmental pressures. The Reef 2050 Plan is an all-encompassing strategy focusing on improving water quality, enhancing ecosystem resilience, and protecting the reef's incredible biodiversity. It's a collective effort involving government agencies, scientists, traditional owners, and the broader community, all working together to safeguard this World Heritage Site for future generations. But the success of the Reef 2050 Plan hinges on our global response to climate change. It's a sobering reminder that the fate of the Great Barrier Reef is not just an Australian issue, but a global one. The reef's survival relies on our collective ability to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and curb the impacts of climate change. The Great Barrier Reef is more than just a natural wonder. It's a vital ecosystem that supports a diverse array of marine life and contributes significantly to the Australian economy. Its protection is not just about preserving a beautiful tourist destination, but about safeguarding an integral part of our planet's natural heritage. With these efforts, we can hope for a better future. But is hope enough? The answer to this question lies not only with the scientists, policymakers, and environmentalists, but with each and every one of us. The future of the Great Barrier Reef is in our hands. Hope is a good beginning, but action is what makes a difference. Let's not just be spectators to the changes happening to our Great Barrier Reef, but active participants in its preservation. We can all contribute to the conservation efforts in one way or another, and here's how. Firstly, spread the word. Knowledge is power, and by sharing what you've learned about the reef's current state and the threats it faces, you can help raise awareness about its plight. Talk about it with your friends, family, or your online community. Share articles, documentaries, or even this video to get the conversation going. Secondly, consider your own carbon footprint. Climate change is a significant threat to the reef, and we can all do our part to mitigate its effects. Try to reduce your energy consumption, recycle, and opt for green alternatives whenever possible. Remember, small changes in our daily habits can lead to significant impacts on a larger scale. Thirdly, support the organizations that are working tirelessly to conserve the reef. Groups like the World Wildlife Fund and the Great Barrier Reef Foundation are always in need of resources to further their research and conservation efforts. Whether it's through donations, volunteering, or simply following and sharing their work, your support can go a long way. Finally, advocate for stronger environmental policies. Encourage your local and national representatives to prioritize climate action and sustainable practices. Our voices are powerful, and when used collectively, we can influence the decisions that impact our environment. Let's not forget, the Great Barrier Reef is not just an Australian treasure, but a global one. Its preservation is not just the responsibility of one nation, but of all of us who inhabit this shared planet. So, let's act for the reef, for the countless species that call it home, and for future generations who deserve to witness its beauty and biodiversity. Remember, every action counts. Act now to save our Great Barrier Reef.